Martin, the son of the local clan chief, led his wife and sons deep into the Scottish Highlands in search of a new home. The mountains broke them. The cold took their strength, the bear took their dogs, the bugs destroyed what remained. Far from home and on the edge of ruin, this family has one last chance to survive. Armed with new knowledge and a second chance in a new land, they'll fight to claw their way back from the brink. This is the Colquhoun Comeback. Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to the Colquhoun Comeback, where we're certainly going to have to make a little bit of a comeback after what happened last episode. For those that missed it, lightning struck the top side of the house and completely tore us a new one. We lost quite a lot there, including multiple of our pets, as well as quite a few of our bits and bobs that we have around. Not ideal, not ideal. However, it's not something that we can't recover against. Obviously, we're going to have a little bit of a struggle at the moment. People are sleeping outside in the rain in the middle of spring. There is no roof at all, other than the one that surrounds the fireplace itself. Every other bit of the house was pretty much completely burned down. A couple of the walls are still standing, which is incredibly fortunate, but yeah, we're going to have to work on that going forward. I mean, at least we still have a couple of the beds still available, and to be fair, this bed here is also still around. Killed, we could probably move that sleeping zone so it's actually, you know, underneath something. You'll get a little bit of a boost there. It's not going to be ideal, but it's better than nothing. Also, we can try and get this house together. Now, part of the work that we're going to have to do is we're definitely going to have to be working on making sure that we're braiding stuff. We have a job seeker, which we are not going to be able to pay, although maybe even just having somebody around to help us build. I mean, you are a fantastic hauler. You cost 43 a day, but we could just literally hire you. I mean, we haven't got any food, so no, actually, we're going to tell you to go. Hector, what do you have with you? You have some berries, which will be useful for us. You've got some hay, too, that we could also use to thresh some stuff, so maybe we give you that and some hay. We also lost like a lot of our stuff, a lot of our stockpiles, etc. We will give you some of our tool handles because they actually sell for a reasonable amount, and that gives us some more money and some more time to play with. For Murdoch's morning, we've got our cats over here, Queenie and Tommy Tom. I think we actually need to make one more of these actually while we have a chance. It's not particularly nice to have it by the grave or by the toilet, but you know what, needs must. We do what we can. We do also still have our bear over here as well, who we do need people to go over and do some stuff about, but I mean, I guess it's not the most pressing thing we have just now. Trying to get lodgings is almost certainly most pressing. And I suppose in that kind of respect, if we can even just kind of get some of these places here. Now, we have the logs available, so I'm actually going to say, hey, get these walls done. That's the most important thing, because we need to get the walls rebuilt. If we can get the shell kind of together, then we can kind of work on things from there. Fortunately, we kind of passed the time where things are going to be cold. I mean, you can see here we have our ice jugs here, which are all available for us and ready to go, but we can no longer do that. Martin, where about you? You're currently sleeping. I really could do with you not sleeping, but I suppose you are incredibly upset at the moment. I'm going to actually say to you, hey, we're going to have to get you to work overtime, and we're going to have to say, you know, make sure we're making plenty of twine. There you go. Oh, I know. He's having a wee grieve over Tommy Tom, per wee pussy cat. There we go. You've given some flowers, so you're feeling a wee bit better, but it's time to crack on, I'm afraid. Or you're going to go over there and do that, because if we can get this twine together and we can get this peat stack done, then all the peat that we currently have lying down, which is about 178 of it, so quite a lot of peat is currently out in the rain, that can at least start to get covered. In that respect as well, we should almost certainly say, hey, this roof here, high priority, incredibly high priority. That needs to get done ASAP. Now, far as straw goes, we should have plenty of these reeds that are now finished and ready to be harvested. Indeed they are. And the ones that have already been replaced, we should also make sure to replant them when we get a little second. It's a lot of work that needs doing, but I'm sure we can get through it. Food-wise, okay, our food is looking a little bit better, I guess, because we managed to grab a few things such as that. Everybody else is going to go grab the logs, all the logs that we have in the world, which may not be quite enough. Imagine sitting there for a whole episode going, oh yeah, I'd like to start a fire up here, unknowingly that a fire is going to actually happen over here, and we could not stop it despite the rain. That's just the way things work, innit? There we go, getting some of these bits done here. I'm going to lower the priority on these bits just so that this wall and this wall here, the high priority ones. These are probably the ones that we actually need to get done first out of everything. These trees are going to need to get cleared, so let's just keep on clearing out some trees. I think we're probably going to have another night's rough sleep. There's nothing really we can do about that. People are just going to have to suck that up. People are going to be unhappy, you know, everybody's working hard. Martin, I could really do with you not actually do... I know you're really good at cooking, but I could really do with you not doing the cooking. Yeah, I was going to say, your reputation right now, you're not going to be happy because you're not really able to kind of do anything. You're not able to sleep that easily. In our defense, we've kind of had a little bit of a problem. You know, it hasn't been ideal. There we go, yeah. You just carry on building, Marn. Get the stuff that we need to get together. We need to get a new sackcloth place for us to make sackcloth, so we need a new loom. Now, the only problem is, if I remember correctly, that this loom, or the weavery rather, is stopped by the rain. So this is more stuff that we're going to need to get covered again by a new straw roof. Not that we couldn't use the peat, but currently we'd have no peat that is dry, so it's not happening for now. Yeah, Chilled, you can sleep, yeah. Disturb, sleeping outside, so you're not happy. I mean, you're just going to have to suck it up, I'm afraid. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing that we can say, hey, you know, you're just going to have to accept that this is what's happening. Martin's just managing to almost get this peat stack done. Not that it would be covered anyway, because the other roof isn't done. So we'll get that done first thing tomorrow morning. Yeah, you are not happy at the moment. So that's okay. We can, as I say, we can try and deal with that. Yeah, sleeping outside, just not particularly happy time for you. But nothing we can do about that. Travelers, we're going to have to tell you to leave. And in fact, I think we're actually going to take away both our signs for just now. There's no point people even coming over here. We don't have the food to keep them. We don't even have a place for people to sleep. Did we actually... Oh, okay, now we need to make sure that we're potentially scaring off this artist bear. She is timid. Still unsure. So yeah, we could actually do with just making some noise. Sending the dogs out. Yeah, Chilled's off, so we lost a lot of reputation there. I'm sorry, you know. You were... Oh, the bear is here. The bear is here. I do not like that. Yeah. Go away, please, Mr. Bear. So yeah, we lost a lot of reputation there because they're like, you know, oh, I can't believe it. Their entire house burned down. They had me sleeping outside. Well, yeah, of course. What do you expect? Right, you are... Yeah, you're still uncomfortable, which is good. Yeah, the humans here are encroaching on my territory. Well, maybe it's not yours. Maybe it's somebody else's. A beaver that's running about as well. Yeah, the fact as well, we lost a lot of our, like, places. I mean, we lost all of our food supplies, and we also lost all of our storage too, which is a big shame. Like, we lost our sort of racks there, and our serving basket that we had. We have 2 serving baskets? I can't even remember at this point. I think we had a dish stand, or a bowl stand rather. So we're going to need to work on getting some more of the looms up, if we can. Kenneth, I'm going to go out and do a little bit of hunting. Yeah, go scare this bear off for us. We've got a couple of traders coming. There you go. Yeah, you're not enjoying that. That's good. You're going to run away. Yeah, you're nice and scared. Margaret, what did you bring for us? You brought some sheep and you brought some piggies. Right now, I don't think we actually need any of that, but thank you for bringing it, so I do appreciate it. We'll give you some tool handles because they actually sell like hotcakes, and we'll give you a basket as well. We're going to be chopping down a lot of trees, so things get to do. All right, perfect. So the peat area is done. That means everybody needs to get these peat bricks moved over here pronto. We're actually going to put the priority up on that as well, because if I can get more peat, I'd love more peat. Bessie, what did you bring with us? Oh, you are a dear. You brought us so much iron, which of course we will devour. Thank you very much. I would love to sell you some more fur stuff, but I think we're just going to have to hold on to that. But no, that's perfect. We could also get some more cows, but we're not even milking the ones that we have. So I'll grab your iron. Thank you very much. That's a massive help. Nice. Perfect. Peat is getting put over here. That's going to dry. That's going to become our new area that we are going to be, or our new way that we're going to be roofing up everything. So people can work on chopping down those trees so we can get the logs that we could require. That'd be grand. There we go. We're getting the loom, or the weavery, sorry, done. So we can start making more sackcloth. Yeah, the braiding spot is no longer a massive priority, but you know, it'd be good if we could use some of it. need a couple more boards in order to do that stuff there, and we need to try and cover some of this stuff here. You can see there's a bunch of stuff that's not doing good being outside. So if we can get like just a little bit of straw roof over the bits that we need to, that'd be grand. At least then we can, you know, carry on working and do the things we need to do. There you go. Perfect. Getting some sackcloth together. Lovely. Yeah, very, very much a pain for that to happen, but it's not something that is insurmountable, put it that way. Just massively adds to our list of things that we need to do. I think at this point we can maybe actually open the job board sign up again. Potentially use it. I'm very sad about our bees as well. The fact that we lost our bees is quite upsetting, but that's just the way it goes. Okay, you're no longer wanting to fight. The territory's still going down, so let's just go and we'll scare you off again and try and get somebody to kind of get you away. Because we've got some more rotting food over here, which is obviously not ideal. So if people can go and do that when they get a wee second, that'd be grand. Yeah, still a lot of things happen over here. The rain hasn't let up at all, even if the lightning strikes have a little bit. I feel like it's rained all of spring. So we haven't been able to do anything with the kind of fire over here. Which means that we haven't really planted anything. Because I would love to have gotten some more grass stuff. I mean, maybe we could just go around and harvest some of this hay up, to be honest, at this point. I'm not even going to say it's necessarily a bad idea. Just to try and grab some stuff, but we've got so many tasks already to do, so much building that is required. It's going to be much easier once we have all this wet peat brick turned into dry stuff, just so we can get the thatch roof going again. We can just cover up everything, then that's a big task already done. Elspeth, of course, going out and getting down these logs, and we've actually got our first little harvest of stuff there, which is grand. The other thing we could do as well, and potentially it's something we should do, is to try and stop, like, create a line of fire blocker, because the reason that obviously happened is because the walls caught. Is we could have like a nice rock wall all the way along here, but I'd rather do that after we have our thing, because it means just lugging around so many large rocks that are currently, you know, lying around, like say like over here. I mean, do we have even that many? We've got 2 there on that whole screen. So we might not even have enough large rocks to actually do it, so let's just get some log walls up for the time being. Oh dear, it never is simple, is it? I thought we were going to be able to do so much more with this springtime, but just unfortunately that's not the way that it's going to work. Martin's going to have to spend his entire time weaving, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff there. The only issue is, I suppose, is that we no longer have our cook. So actually, instead of having everything rot, maybe we should also tell him to go and cook some stuff when he gets a wee second. Yeah, there we go. There we go, perfect. Lots of dirt over there as well, that all needs sorted out, but we can get to that later on. How are you doing, Elspeth? Ah, you're not doing too bad, you're at least able to do that. This, yeah, so perfect, we've got some dry peat bricks there. Let's concentrate on getting the thatch roof over here. And then worst comes to worst, we can always move folk over into here, kind of into our original bit, just to kind of do that. Part of me does also wonder, given that we have... Well, we no longer need this bit here, we will probably take out this wall, because this wall was originally so people could sleep in here and it wouldn't, you know, wake them up in that. So I feel like we could almost take out this wall and have this be like a large room, where we can get like a nice dining table in, you know, kind of just make the place a little bit better, have more space to like kind of put stuff, and potentially even have some of the production stuff going as well. And I suppose we can even do silly things, like, I say silly things, but probably better things, like move this straw bit over here and move the toilet up here so it's near the residential area rather than down here. Although I suppose we could always have 2 and kind of remove the outhouse, or change that outhouse into something else, you know, use it for another purpose. Now that we have the opportunity for a full redesign, we should take it, rather than just, you know, doing the exact same thing again. Most important thing, of course, though, is to actually get everything, or at least our room, that is, we're able to use. As you can see, everybody's having an awful time. And I suppose that is one thing as well, we'll have to worry about getting more workers in for the moment until we actually sort out the living arrangements. Day 78. Springtime, or should I say the wettest time known to man. This rain has not let up the entirety of this season. I mean, nor particularly should it. It's it is spring after all. Yeah, people are... worryingly, we have... Yeah, it is right, we have very, very little food, but we should have enough raw stuff that we could potentially cook, especially if Martin can get on that. Branch-wise, yeah, we're absolutely fine for branches. We've got plenty of eels lying around, so I'm not actually too worried about our supposed lack of food. Let's go ahead and bring those neep seeds in, although I don't think that's even covered. Not particularly. Yeah, we've got a lot of repairing that needs to be done as well. Things were obviously damaged in the fires, so... There we go, Martin having a hard old time. Yeah, we don't have any berries, we know that. Who's this? Will, a job seeker? I mean, you hate hauling, man. I'm just gonna get you to leave. You're not really what we're looking for right now. There we go. Finishing up this build here. Getting the walls done perfect. Yep, getting the roof done too. Exactly what we need. No traders today, I'm surprised. It's alright, I can get this log wall done. Tommy boy, do you want to come out of the wall that's being built, please? Thank you. There we go. Let's try and get this place at least a little bit roofed up. Going to use a lot of our thatched stuff here, but... Or sorry, our dry peat bricks to do all this thatching. But at least we can get one room done. Even if some of it then needs to be replaced with straw. There we go, perfect. At the very least, people can now sleep indoors. Or should be able to sleep indoors tonight, even if it's not the perfect spots. You know, it's better than them having to sleep outside. Is it worth even moving the beds in here is the question. Sleeping outside is an awful debuff. Probably. Oh, we need to replace the window too. So let's do that when people get a wee second. Nice and flammable. Yeah, okay, let's move some stuff in here. So move the double bed in, move the straw bed in. Haven't really got space for anything else to go in, have we? No, not with the double bed in. I mean, I guess we could remove this floor mat, just break it down, and then we can move other things in. But I think the most important thing is people please move these over ASAP, because we do actually want to make sure people are sleeping with a roof over their head tonight. That'd be good. And yeah, let's get another sleeping zone here. Get rid of these other ones for now. Lovely. Alright everybody, get to work. There's lots of things to do. We've got to get our food stock situation is pretty terrible. Martin's obviously going to cook up as best he can, but there's nowhere really to like store anything at the moment. I mean, he's making a rush light at the moment, which I think at this point I'm going to say, yeah, let's not worry about rush lights. Make the one and that'll be it. Let's pick up a couple of these mushrooms. Any of the ones that have been finished, we can always dry them out and they can be our food source for the foreseeable future. Otherwise, yeah, just keep cooking that meat. We love to see it. I think there's some kind of like a dookie there or something like that. It's not too happy about. Yes, let's go ahead and we'll pop down that last sleeping zone here. We can always replace that mat when we can. At the very least, we have our kind of area here for people to sleep in, where it is covered over. We're going to need an awful lot more peat than we currently have, which means that we need more jobs harvesting peat. There is another fire. What is happening? I don't know how you've caught on fire, but something has caught on fire. That's not good. Was that another strike? Or what happened there? But either way, high priority firefighting. Okay, we're all right. Yeah, not quite sure what happened there, but something happened where something got set on fire there. I just saw the notification in the top right there. I couldn't deal with a house going down twice. That would certainly not be great. Weird that it seemed to pop up in two different places there too. But yeah, I certainly don't think there was any like sparks or anything like that going on. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that this stone fireplace, I mean, its condition says it's alright, so I don't see how it's struggling. Yeah, you move away, cow. Move away. Things are stressful at the moment, but we're getting there. Martin making some more twine, that's good. I mean, worst comes to worst, it is incredibly straw intensive, but maybe we do just need to make straw roof for the moment and just accept the fact that it's going to be exceptionally flammable, at least for the time being. We definitely don't want to do it over the place where there is the fire, though. That would just be ridiculous. So let's maybe cancel those jobs there. That would be very silly, especially because we already have stuff there. And let's also cancel it on places where we already have roof available to us, like so. Good stuff. Aye, there we are. We're just trying to replace the roof where we can with the straw. Going to take an awful lot of straw, but that's what we have reeds for. Plenty and plenty of reeds. Just harvest up as much as we can. It's the one good thing about being so close to the water here. And it does look like the bear has gone, so we actually managed to scare it off, which is great. There we go, everybody having a nice little sleep. It's not a private room, but at least it is a large room. So hopefully people can get a nice bit of mood together. Yeah, more disturbed sleep, that's fine. As long as you can get some sleep, that'd be good. Murdoch actually playing the drum of all things, you know, it's very late at night, my man. And you're just sitting here and you're smacking that drum. I mean, hey, you, as I say, you do you. Yes. Says he's afraid of the dark, and it's this stinky room full of animals and such, and a cat going haywire. I'm gonna say here, this hay trough, stop filling it up. Like, let's just try and store some hay for the future. Fox going past. The dog's obviously just asleep. That's fine, as long as they're protecting the flock of animals that we have. Or Mrs. Moo and Mrs. Moo and Mrs. Moo. They're both feeling a bit neglected. We don't have enough beds, but that's okay. We can sort that out in the future. Main thing is that we're trying to just recover as best we can. And to be honest as well, this is the time to recover. This is the time to spend all of our time trying to rebuild the house. We have plenty of time before winter. We've just got to kind of get things together. I'm not so worried about, you know, like other things like, you know, making this iron hoe, which of course is helpful, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly needed. I suppose the other thing we could do is we could always make some daub walls. We do have access to a lot of clay, and we have a lot of branches, and it is less flammable. It does require a lot of straw. It's quite straw intensive daub, I suppose, is the only thing. Whereas the logs only require the 5 logs, so they can at least, you know, make a roof. Yeah, it's just very straw intensive to make that. It could be worth it for the low fact that it's not that flammable. Catherine, what are you good at? You're very good at hauling. You dislike cleaning, but you are very, very cheap. So if we just got you and we just had you as a dedicated hauler, I think that's probably a good idea. Yes, let's do it. Okay, high priority. I would love if people could, and I'm going to try and zoom in as best I can for this, so we're not selecting too much. Oh, in fact, can I not do something with priority now? So, we can say here, these are all high priority. So all of this is priority 10. There we go with the planning. Except for the compost. Compost can be ignored for now. So this should now all be like priority 10, because I want to try, if I can, to get something there. Traders, what do you have? Dry peat bricks? I will buy every single one. Thank you very much. We don't need any of that. Thank you. We could give you a basket, but I think our money is okay for now. Yeah, it's not too bad. Kind of almost tempted to buy the logs. The logs are fine. We're near a forest. It's all right. What do you have for us, Marie? Some straw. I will buy the straw. Sorry, I meant to buy the other straw there. Buy some berries as well, just to help the food. Thank you very much. I would love another cow, but now is not the time. Thank you. Who is this? What? We already have a worker. Thank you very much, but we'll get you to leave. There we go. Finally, we can make our cooperage as well, which is great. Does require a lot of hand tools and iron straps and boards and such. The rain does stop. We can pop that there. That can be built in the future. The main thing is, though, trying to get this area here done. We can even re-put down our bee bowl as well. Our bees are back. Isn't that wonderful? But yeah, if we can get at least a room done so that we can have somebody sleeping there, that'd be great. It's nice and high priority, so people should be working on it. And if Catherine can just work on just like moving stuff around for us, then that's a huge help for us. A massive amount of jobs that we have to do. 107 jobs for hauling. The only thing that we have more of is the harvesting jobs, which is obviously cutting down all the trees and that. And then building as well, of course. But yeah, cutting down on the amount of stuff that he's doing is huge old help. And she's a heavy sleeper, which is good. It means that she's not going to get disturbed by noises. Which is very, very good. Martin going around planting out some new reeds. That's good. Keep the straw flowing. Still got plenty of logs. I guess in terms of resources, even it's like straw is quite plentiful. Clay is plentiful. Branches can be plentiful, especially now that we've got the timbery. It would be better to have all these walls as daub. It's just we have so many logs here just now that we might as well just, you know, do this for the shell. We'll change it to daub layer. Probably change it to something else as well after we change it to daub. I just need stuff. I need stuff down just now, more than anything. There we go. Nicely done, Kenneth. Try and get this. If we can get this room done, so that even if she's on the ground, she can. Our worker, Catherine, can at least, you know, sleep in here. She can be nice and satisfied. It means that she's not going to be leaving us. Let's try and get these log walls done ASAP. Thank you very much. There we go. Perfect. Kenneth doing good work. Good work there. Catherine, I mean, I just love having a hauler. So having somebody who's just going to go around and haul everything is such a good thing to have. Especially for somebody so cheap. I mean, she's literally 29 coins a day in comparison to what we were having before. Some more peat to grab. That's good. How are we doing in terms of peat? Not too bad, actually. Actually, surprisingly good. So much so that we were probably almost... I mean, I guess we did just buy a whole bunch. We could try and get more of the wall, the roof done as thatch. Just because that is simply... I mean, we have technically made this an indoor area now. So if we were to say, hey, let's make just a normal sleeping zone. I mean, I guess we could just make a sleeping mat for the moment, just because it's better than a sleeping spot. In fact, we should probably just do that for the other one as well. We have the sackcloth, we have the twine. Let's not have our people just, you know, in complete, you know, squalor, just because we can't be bothered to put it down. We've got the sacks, yeah, there we go, perfect. So we now have a nice little room for you. That probably actually wants to be one moved over, so we're going to do that high priority. Just because we were having a little bit where people were like, oh, it's too bright. So yeah, if we can move that across, that'd be good. Anyway, else, let's just move that along. Thank you. That's definitely in the darkness now, so there should be no issue. There we go. Martin's working on getting this other bed done. Fantastic. That means that everybody's going to have a nice bed for the evening. Make sure that you guys are going to be having that double bed there. And Catherine just working away. I love it. I love a hauler. Just anything we can do to just make the place look a little bit nicer. You know, get things kind of put together. I suppose we could almost have another door here, potentially, if we wanted to have another access there. I'm just happy with the fact that we've managed to at least partially rebuild the shed, as it feels like, rather than the home. I mean, the fact that at least it's partially done is a huge, huge thing. And if we can just go ahead and say high priority, try and get these other rooms done, because if we can get people in their own rooms so they get better night's sleep, that's huge. That's huge for us. In fact, we should probably use our new priority. We'll say priority 9. All of these things are priority... let's change it. Not floors. I don't care about floors. Priority 9 for all of that. There we go. And then that should hopefully mean that we actually, you know, get that done. I'm just going to have a quick look around, actually. How are our little beehives doing? Where are we? We've got a beehive over here. You're doing actually great. Got another little beehive there. Anything else? No, I think that's pretty much... Oh, another beehive up there. Good to see, good to see. Last day of spring. Doesn't really feel like spring. Has the rain... I was going to say, has the rain stopped? Is the prodigal rain actually over? It's still going. It has been for a whole season. There is no joke about that. It has been for a whole season. Catherine, I really like you. You are already starting to go to work. I mean, I guess you must have had like a really nice time because this is, you know, despite the fact there's a curtain to the outdoors, you've actually got your own private room, which is better than everybody else, so lucky old you. Yeah, satisfaction growing. It's good. It's what we like to see. I was going to say, I don't think there's any kind of like additional changes like mood from satisfaction. I think just because you can get more satisfied because your mood is high. I don't think it's, you know, kind of works like that. There we go, Kenneth. Actually doing, of all things, the straw floor. Okay, because that was set to 10. So we actually do have this whole bit finished. I'm guessing we don't have any better floors that we could do. The clay floor. Not really want wooden floor. They're not as flammable as straw floor is only low flammability as well. Isabel, what did you bring for us? A female dog, thank you. And iron ore, thank you. And nails. Oh. Can I just say how much I love the Pringle clan? The Pringle clan have been so good to us. We're going to have to sell you some stuff though to make some bits back. There you go. We're not selling Belladonna now that the cat situation has recovered quite well. So there we go. Oh, finally a new female dog. Peeper. Her name is now Peeper, which is Pepper, after my dog. So obviously we can change that if people want to be the new bitch. Then feel free. I wouldn't usually you know, advertise that, but some people do want to do that. So if you do, that's your prerogative. Yeah, if we can try and get these areas done here, that'd be grand. Catherine is actually loving life. She's incredibly satisfied, which is good. I'm thinking we probably bring her into the fold. I mean, Kenneth is literally, well, I mean, probably won this episode, or might do. You never know. But certainly, in summertime, he's going to turn it into an adult, and he'll be looking for a partner. So we'll need somebody to help kind of continue on the line, and it means as well that we can use one of these rooms as their room with another double bed, which saves on space, which we also quite like. Yeah, it looks like these rush lights have a little bit higher of a kind of lighting radius than I potentially thought they did. Because it looks like they almost kind of bring firelight out to here, and then I think that means that whoever's in that side of the bed is technically in the light. So obviously these rooms are just here just now. Oh, we need to cut down some more trees. The rapid deforestation that we did was not enough. We need to cut down even more. We've set up these ones over here to be done. And yeah, to be honest, even with all the reeds that we're cutting down, we're still not looking too good on straw. We could certainly do with some more. Berries should be getting close to being harvested, which would be also incredibly nice. Yeah, Martin working away. There was another thing here that we had, another crafting bit. I cannot for the life of me think about what it was. We got our braiding spot there, we have our weavery there, sewing bridge, our basket tree, that was it. I was sitting there going, I'm sure we had something else. It was the basket tree because we had the roof over the top. That's what it was. I see. We're running a little bit low on twine. Understandable, because we are obviously doing like a straw roof all the way around. We're also out of straw, it looks like. So, I mean, maybe we sit there and go use what little thatch we have available to us for this bit here. I mean, maybe even if we did, like, say this. And we just put that thatch roof nice and high priority, just use all of our dry peat that we've bought, try and get another room done, just so we can move some people over there. Move some people into there, and at least then it can be nice. Have a good sleep. There we go. Looking good. Especially because as well we'll get a little bit of stuff back from the straw here. And that should be a very big help. The music really kicking in. The high octane gameplay. Oh, there we go, Catherine. Oh, you beauty, go and grab. Why is there one straw up here? I mean, I feel that's kind of ridiculous for you to walk all the way to go up there and get, but that is the only straw available to us right now until we harvest some more. So I suppose that's another reason. Yeah, because we need Martin to be able to make some more stuff, if we could. Yeah, sadly, it's just, it's been a little bit of a wasted spring. Spent so long trying to rebuild what we had that, you know, we haven't really been able to get anything else done. Anything that I kind of wanted to get done for the start of this year, we've just used all of our resources trying to rebuild the house, effectively. I think I will, as much as I've been sitting there going, oh yeah, the daub is quite expensive, I think I will just say any wall that hasn't been built already will just be made out of daub. Requires a straw, obviously, but I feel like the logs are more useful to us and we'll be able to get quite a lot. So, it would be much better if we had our own threshing spot, but sadly, we do not. We'll make these out of thatch, just so we can potentially get them done sooner. I mean, I guess the thatch roof does itself take a log too, so there's another thing to consider. Catherine, you're doing it all right. Still only costing us 29 wage a day. I do love that. Your stats are actually not bad. You're not good at gathering now, but you have the potential to be particularly good at gathering, which is good. Yeah. Everybody sleep tight, knowing that at least we have managed to secure lodgings for us and our new guest, Catherine. After the old one had left, we've got to make sure that we have enough money to save her, so potentially even open up the vacancy sign to say that we're going to have that. And it is now the beginning of summer, year 3, and the rain has not stopped. No, it has not. But I think that's a good place for us to end the episode here. So just want to say a big thank you to everybody watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying it so far. And this is another Colquhoun comeback, a comeback within our own series after we suffered from that terrible lightning strike. Yeah, big thank you to everybody watching. Big thank you to the members of the Burger Band for supporting the channel, and thank you all as well for the comments you've been leaving on the videos. Until next time, take care.